Thanks, Elizabeth. So checking out the radar where she is right now in East Glacier, you can see that snow moving through the radar. It doesn't always tell the full story. This just kind of started to move into this area on the radar. The radar doesn't always pick up everything, but yeah, definitely pretty snowy out there and windy as well, and the wind continuing through the rest of today. So zooming out a little bit, you can see the snow on the Continental Divide, kind of in the mountains in southwestern Montana, fairly dry around Great Falls and for most of north central Montana. The main threat for most folks today is going to be the wind. But zooming in towards the Helena Valley, we've had a little bit of rain and just looked out the window a couple of minutes ago, and it hasn't been snowing here at the station, but you can see around the capital city and the higher elevations, it's pretty snowy. And on McDonald Pass right now, it is snowy on the road. So you're definitely going to want to make sure you are wide awake this morning driving. Give yourself a little extra time, maybe have an extra cup of coffee, and just be careful out there. So there is a blizzard warning in effect where Elizabeth is off the Rocky Mountain front. That's until later on this morning. Still going to continue to snow this morning, plus the high winds. It is going to be a rough situation on the roads there. And zooming out for a large portion of north central Montana, there is this high wind warning. And lots of folks had a high wind watch for yesterday. That's been upgraded to a high wind warning for Great Falls, Lewistown, Havre, and Cut Bank, all of those areas. So this area is going to be very windy for today. Zooming out to the entire state, lots going on west of the divide. That winter weather is mainly going to stay west of the Continental Divide, not really going to snow as heavy east of the divide. So there is a winter weather advisory west of the divide, plus a winter storm warning and an avalanche watch up in West Glacier, but that is west of the Continental Divide. In Helena and Great Falls, we're really going to be concerned with the winds here. So right now, not as severe as it's going to get. We're in the teens and 20s in terms of sustained winds today, but as the day wears on, we are looking at those wind gusts continuing, especially this afternoon and evening, continuing overnight tonight with high wind gusts overnight, and tomorrow as well on the Rocky Mountain front especially. That area is going to be hit the hardest with the wind gusts there. So the rest of north central Montana still seeing the wind gusts, but especially concentrated off the Rocky Mountain front. You can really see that on this graphic here. That snow moving out by later this morning, really not a huge amount of snow east of the Continental Divide, but the winds really picking up. All these yellow wind barbs are really strong today. You can see a lot of them statewide. It's going to be pretty windy, but especially in north central Montana. And overnight tonight, that wind continuing into tomorrow morning. A little bit of snow on the divide as well for tomorrow, but not a huge amount for most folks. But that wind really continuing through tomorrow as well for the northern Rocky Mountain front. That area is getting some pretty severe weather at the moment for today and tomorrow. Things will slightly calm down by Friday. We're looking at some drier weather for most folks Thursday and Friday, but still fairly windy for the rest of this week. Now, in terms of snowfall, this is for the entire day today until late tonight, early tomorrow morning. It's really going to stay confined to the higher elevations for the most part. A little bit off the Rocky Mountain front, but mainly along the Continental Divide and in the mountains of southwestern Montana. And then heading through tomorrow and into Friday morning, there really isn't going to be a huge change in the snowfall totals. It's going to be concentrated on today. Now, there will be a slight chance of some more snow this weekend, late Friday, early Saturday morning, but not a huge amount of snowfall. Really concentrating that severe weather threat is today with the winds and the blizzard warning off the Rocky Mountain front. There's the 7-day forecast for Great Falls. Temperatures not too bad really for this week, but the wind is pretty severe out there, so you're going to want to hang on to your hat today. It is windy out there.
A blustery day for sure. All right, Katie, thank you.